Big Paulie's World of Sports Sims proudly presents college basketball 1975, 1976, and we have moved on to play on January 17, 1976, as we travel to Lexington, Kentucky in Rupp Arena for a battle between Vanderbilt and Kentucky. Vanderbilt 8-5, Kentucky 7-5. Both teams in real life had winning records. But we'll do a little Southern Fried basketball for you this week, this episode. Here is the latest news and notes from the simulation. Marshall Rogers is still leading in terms of being the leading scorer at 31.3. Robert Parrish, remember him? He is the leading rebounder. He's out of Centenary at 14.2. UNLV and Marquette with the best offenses and defenses, respectively. And the power ranking top 5 has shaken up a little bit. Notre Dame is back up to number 2. UNC and Clemson are still 3 and 5, respectively. And Marquette is still very strong at position number 4. And I forgot to turn my camera on, so I'm going to do that right now and say hello to you all. Big Paulie coming to you this Wednesday morning, April the 8th, 2025. Congratulations to the University of Michigan for winning the men's collegiate basketball champion, and UCLA, their women's team, has won the women's college basketball title with a thrashing of South Carolina. And as you can see, it's early morning because I'm drinking coffee. Well, this ought to be a good game. I have notes for you today, actually. I actually did some preparation today and asked Google Gemini to provide me with some notes about these two teams. Both teams had winning records. Kentucky, of course, was 2 years removed from winning the national title in 78. They had just come off a season in 74-75 where they played for the national championship and lost to UCLA in John Wooden's last game. UCLA in real life was not UCLA, Kentucky in real life was 20-10. Vanderbilt in real life was 16-11. And they were both middling teams in the SEC this year that we're going to be playing. Kentucky had the twin towers of Rick Roby and Mike Phillips. Vanderbilt was kind of a smart team who could spoil anybody's parade. They went 16-11. They were head coached by Roy Skinner, and they were led by Jeff Fosnes, Fosnes, Butch Farrer, and Dickie Capel. So they could be a spoiler team, and they could play against anybody. In the Action PC Basketball Sim, the game takes place in Kentucky, although reading the 506 wiki, I think the first game was played in Nashville at that nice little Cracker Box gym that they used to have where the benches were on below either basket. And Kentucky lost to Vanderbilt in Nashville when they met there, 69-65 in real life, but Kentucky won the rematch 77-73. So this should be a close matchup. Looking at any other notes that I have for you. Indiana has lost 4 times, by the way. In real life, they went 32-0. Of course, in real life, they had to struggle in some games. I think they beat Michigan and Ohio State in overtime that year. And the things we're going to be looking for in this game is Kentucky, how well they do from the field, and how well Vanderbilt does at the free throw line. So we'll get set up. We will do Vanderbilt, Kentucky for you right after this break, which I'm going to take, but you won't notice. So as you can see here on the bottom right of the game's display, it's Vanderbilt, Kentucky, Kentucky, according to Action PC Basketball, favored by 14. It might be a little high, considering that these two teams played so closely when they played against each other. Don't forget Action PC Football coming out soon, late April. We might do a demo game between the last two champions of the NFL, Philadelphia, Seattle. as a demonstration some point in the weeks ahead. Okay, and again, I have to click on this screen. Joby Hall is the head coach of Kentucky in his 4th season, by the way.
Here are today's starting lineups. First for the visiting Vanderbilt Commodores, Keffer, Ford, Feher, Fosnes, and Sneed. Vanderbilt is coached by Roy Skinner. And now for your Kentucky Wildcats, Warford, Johnson, Givens, Lee, and Phillips. Kentucky is coached by Joe Hall.
And off we go. Phillips wins the tip for Kentucky. Of course, they also got Jack Goose Gibbons here, who is a slashing forward, small forward, kind of that Michael Jordan role. Grant Hill for Duke in the 90s. Here's Phillips. He drives and scores with ease. 24 points against Georgia in his last game. And a turnover very quickly where Vanderbilt gives the ball back to the Wildcats. A steal by Keffer, and Vanderbilt will push it up. Whistle on Lee as he fouls Ford. First team fouls. Should point out the rules because we really didn't talk about it. 17 fouls will get you a 1-and-1 bonus. If you're fouled in the act of shooting, if it's 3 to make 2, if the basket does not count, but it's an and 1 if the basket does count. And now Kentucky with the ball into the forecourt again. We'll finish the thought in a moment. Gibbons missing from 15, a rebound by Fosnes. And now the Commodores setting up again. Fosnes from close range, no. Rebounded by Lee. And I'm going to set up the offense here. In real life, the rule was if you were fouled in the act of shooting, it was 2 shots regardless of whether or not the foul goes in, but Action PC cannot simulate that rule. We have an injury to James Lee, a stomach injury, but he will be okay. Maybe he ate something that didn't agree with him at dinner, because that happens to athletes too. Phillips should get the ball here unless Lee slashes and scores his first deuce of the game. It's 4-0. Keffer missing, a rebound by Sneed. Sneed, the center. And Vandy is resetting their offense. A steal by Goose Gibbons, who would go on and be the analyst for the Orlando Magic at one point, back when they got it started. I'm going to look to Gibbons here. In fact, he shoots. He scores from outside.
Jack Gibbons.
So 3 different field goal shooters have put the Wildcats up 6-0. Vandy cold from the field. They finally get their first basket as Sneed puts that in. 6-2 back the other way. Gibbons from mid-range. No, a rebound by Sneed. And now the Commies can cut it to cut it to 2 points. The Commodores without Lionel Richie. Feher missing. Sneed with the rebound. His putback is good, and it's 6-4. 16:47 left in our opening half. Just getting underway if you've just queued up to this point in the video. Another miss by Kentucky. It gives the ball back to Vandy. Now they can tie it. And just moments ago, we were talking about them trailing by 6. A block by Johnson. A reset of the offense for Vandy. No, it's going to go the other way as Phillips got the rebound. Out of bounds, Commodores ball. 15:55 now left in the half. Feher, no. And the rebound's going to go to Johnson, who is the shooting guard for Kentucky. A fast break leads to Phillips. Putting Soul into the hole, and it's 8-4. A steal by Gibbons will go back the other way. Kentucky now up by 4 points. Lexington, Kentucky was once the home of international championship wrestling.
James Lee.
which was the home of the Poffos. Randy Savage, Lanny Poffo with Angelo Poffo. Fast break the other way. And have you ever seen the opening of a wrestling show that go with the Midnight
James
Express
Lee.
theme? Lee puts it in 12-6. He's got 6 points now. Like that. That's international championship wrestling. Faher has made it 12-6. We'll go on a drive with Givens here. Little improv from close range, no good. Rebound by Phillips. He puts it back and scores it. It's 14-6. All field goals so far. No free throws have gone in yet. Kentucky right now playing man-to-man. Maher, no good. Rebound by Goose. Here comes the Wildcats with that 14-6 lead. Johnson, no good. Loose ball foul on Johnson, so it will go to Vandy. 2 fouls by Kentucky, none by Vanderbilt so far. About a third of the way into the opening 20. Fosnes
scores.
Shoots, and it counts, and a 1 coming up for Fosnes. Now, we'll go back to this again. In real life, he would get 2 shots, but because Action PC does not have that option, we give him 1 shot. Kind of use the NBA rules instead. Free throw is good, and it is 14-9. And we were telling you before the game began that one of the keys, I think, for Vanderbilt is going to be their free throw efficiency. Givens is going to shoot this from Cincinnati, and it's not going to be good. A rebound by Phillips. But he is called for an over-the-back foul. That is another offensive foul for Kentucky. That is 4 on them. They are halfway to the 7. That will put Vandy in the bonus eventually, if it gets that far. Ford with the jumper is no good, as the game is drawing teams on the wrong side of the court. Keffer over the top. Keffer, the point guard for Vandy, who has not taken a shot yet, has drawn his first personal. And the first team foul for the Commodores. 14-9. Wofford from outside. No. Rebound Sneed. Taher, no good. Rebound Gibbons. And Goose pushes it up the floor. We were telling you that Kentucky made it to and won the NIT that only had 12 teams. And it was the last year that all the games were played at Madison Square Garden. In 77, they started playing some of the games at home campuses. Phillips with the putback. He scores again. He's at 8 points. They got Rick Roby coming in off the bench, too. 16-9. Faher gets 2 back, and it's 16-11. We'll go back to Phillips since he's got the hot hand. No good.
Larry Johnson.
Larry Johnson, no, not the Larry Johnson who would play for the Hornets and some other teams later.
Fosnes.
And teams are trading baskets here. It's 18-13 after that basket by Fosnes. Rick Roby in the game now, speak of the devil. And some pressure is going to force Roby to call time. Each team with 4 timeouts. You could only take 3 with you to the second half. So Kentucky with a side out, leading by 5. Roby was part of that 78 team that won the national championship by beating Duke. Roby from close, no, but that's a foul on Fosnes, his first and the team's second. 3 to make 2 for Roby.
Roby knocks down the first one.
It's 18, no, make that 19-13. Second free throw, nay. You get 1 more, which Roby gets, and it is 20-13. Closing in on the midway point of the first half. Keffer, a travel. We'll go back to the Wildcats. Yeah, you can see Larry Johnson, the 90s NBA player's picture there on the bottom right of the court. Givens with it. Let's try another drive. Who's gonna drive you home? That's a miss. Rebound by Larry. And a reset of the offense. We'll try Larry from mid-range. Oh, that misses everything. And the Lexington crowd will not chant air ball at one of their hometown players. Give them a little bit more encouragement. A foul on Warford gives Kentucky their 15th foul. That is his first. Warford has only had one field goal attempt in the 10 minutes he has been on. 9:55 now left in the half. We call plays 50-50 the first 14 minutes. As Fosnice has scored to go to 7 points, and the foul was on Givens. That is now team foul number 6. And then we call all the plays in the last 6 minutes. We do not call defensive plays. We allow the
Fosnice made the free throw.
Computer to control that. 20-16 after the made free throw by Fosnice. They are now 2 for 2 on field goal tries. Kentucky is 2 for 3. Both teams, not the best from the field. Vanderbilt at 438 and Kentucky at 474. Phillips again up close. He's working Sneed. The short jumper no good. Blocked by Sneed. Phillips gets his own rebound. He'll put it back up and score.
Mike Phillips scores.
And one. A foul on Ford, the shooting guard, his first and the team's third. Gives Phillips, a 590 shooter, a chance at a free throw, which
Phillips
he gets.
Made the free throw.
To go to 11 points on the day. He's got 11 of the Kentucky's 23. It's 23-16. Ford with it. His jumper off the mark. A rebound to Roby. Roby now adds 2 boards on the game. We'll go to Claytor. He is just in front of the top of the key. He is fouled by Keffer, who's going to grab some pine with 2 fouls. An assist, 2 turnovers for Keffer. And Thompson's going to come in to replace him for the Commodores. 23-16 on this January 17th, 1976. Givens.
Jack Givens.
Shooting from outside. I believe Dick Enberg and Billy Packard did this game, if I'm not mistaken. Fosnice goes to 10 points with that outside jumper. It's 25-18. Johnson to Givens. Johnson will fire from outside and hit. He's
Jack
got
Givens.
6. 27-18. Back the other way. It's Faher. That bounces off the rim and goes over the stanchion. The ball's going to go back to Kentucky. They lead by 9. A foul on Faher. That is his first and the team's 5th. Side out Kentucky with that 9-point lead. We'll look to Roby. And again, the computer malfunctioning in terms of which side has the ball. Vanderbilt ball on the turnover. Got knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Wildcats. So the Commodores trailing by 9. Need to get something going. Fosnice has been a bright spot. He's 5 for 7, 12 points. 5 for 7 for the field, and it is 27-20. So Kentucky leading by a touchdown. Kentucky had a good football team around this era.
Rick Roby
has points 3 and 4. Givens with the assist, 29-20. Back the other way is Fosnice, who has 14 points. Givens off the mark. A rebound by Phillips. His putback is good.
Mike Phillips.
He's got 13, and it's 31-22. A steal by Phillips. A fast break opportunity. But first, let me just tell the computer I want to guard Fosnice some. Now let's do the fast break. Pretty decent movie about college basketball that Gabe Kaplan was in the 70s. Oh, a steal by Fosnice. We'll go back the other way. And a counter fast break by Vanderbilt. They have a 3-on-1 scoring chance. And it's Fosnice. 2 more.
Fosnice.
He's got 16 of their 24. 31-24. Phillips from outside. That is off the mark. Moore, the center now for Vandy with it. They're going to push it up the floor, try to catch Kentucky off balance, and a foul on Johnson, his second. That's going to have him grab some pine. Holland comes in at shooting guard, and Hall is going to come in to play center for Phillips. Moore with 2 shots upcoming. Oh, it's a 1-and-1 because Kentucky is now in the penalty. He gets the first, so he'll get a second.
Made the free throw.
And it's 31-25. 44 teams will make the NCAA tournament. We're combining the NC2As and the NITs with purposes of just finding who the best team was. 31-26 after those 2 made free throws. We'll take the 4 teams at a time. We'll take the conference winners and the expanded at-large field. And we'll take the first 4 teams. We'll put them in geographic regions, so the team farthest west will play in the west, because it's kind of what the NC2A did back then. The regions were more like regions. The team second farthest west will play in the Midwest. The team farthest east plays in the east, and the team second farthest east will play in the Mid-East, and that's how we'll do it for each 4 teams. That's why when you saw UCLA winning all of those NC2As as Faher misses, they were always playing teams from like Memphis State and Jacksonville, Kentucky. Gibbons now is going to try to slash to the basket. No good. Rebound. Roby. They lead 31-26, and Roby with it. Hand check on Sneed. That's the first personal in the team's 6th foul. Of course, there was a kerfuffle Friday night in that UConn South Carolina national semi in the women's tournament where Gino Uriyama and Don Staley, who was the head coach at South Carolina, got into it. And one of my problems with basketball, why I like simulating it and I don't like watching it, is you have inequity in terms of how officials call games. Like in that game, South Carolina made 18 free throws, but UConn only got 6 attempts. Back to the game, we have a block by Sneed. And I think officiating has much to be desired. Some officials will call fouls very tightly, some very loosely, and when that happens, you get this mismatch in terms of free throw shooting. Roby with the inside jumper, no good. And it's 31-26. Vandy will now try to cut it to 3. They have yet to lead in the game. Ford's shot, Lord Ford, that was off. Sneed with a short shot, no good, and a rebound by Dennis Hall, and a fast break opportunity for Kentucky with the score 31-26. Givens will go all the way, and he's got 8 points. 33-26. Sneed back the other way from the baseline, yes, and it's 33-28. Kentucky in the bonus. And on the next foul by Vanderbilt, Kentucky will also be in the bonus. We'll go to Rick Roby. And there is that 17th foul by Moore. Roby gets the first free throw, so he'll get another 5 points for Roby. He is now, 3 for 4 from the line. I was waiting for that to tick up. I'm going to replace Gibbons here, put Haskins in. Marion Haskins, give Gibbons a chance to get a rest. Second free throw is good.
Roby made the free throw.
I let the computer do most of the simulating in terms of substitutions, but if I see somebody needing a rest, I will give it to him. Faher has shrunken the lead to 5 for Kentucky at 35-30. In fact, Haskins is going to get an opportunity right now, but he's fouled by Page. Page is the small forward. He's only played 3 minutes. That's his first foul. Haskins makes the front end,
Haskins made the
so he
free
gets a
throw.
back end. It's 36-30. Biggest lead Kentucky has had is 9 points. So we're now under 3 minutes left in this first half.
Haskins made the free throw.
I think you will eventually see college basketball implement, in the men's game, implement 4 10-minute quarters. I remember in the late 90s they kind of experimented with that as Warford fouls Ford. And there'll be three to make 2 for Ford. Vanderbilt has yet to miss a free throw, but they have only gotten 5 chances, whereas Kentucky has had 8. Some substitutions for Kentucky as Clayton's going to move the point guard. Givens coming in, and he will play the 2 position. And Phillips back in for Hall. I think might be the coach's son. Maybe, maybe not. Second free throw is good by Ford, so he did not need the third. And it is 37-32. Okay, Roby has it. I want to get the ball to Givens. See how he reacts at shooting guard. A steal by Ford, and Vanderbilt will go the other way. Page to Fosnice, who's had a lot of points already in this game. 16, 7 and 9 from the field. He misses, and Phillips with the rebound. A fast break opportunity. No, it's 3-on-3, so we're going to just get off the throttle and set up the offense half-court style. We'll go to Roby. He's open. He misses, and a foul by Fosnice, his second. He will ride some pine with that second foul. 1:42 now left in the half. Roby missing badly. That was a wounded duck. But Givens gets the rebound, and Kentucky can set up their next field goal opportunity. We'll go to Truman Clayton. Can he make this the Truman show? Well, on that opportunity, he gets it. A tough angle. It goes in. 39-32. 1:15 left to go. I am leaning towards doing Indiana, Minnesota next week. It'll depend on the results of the games that will be played ahead. Sneed goes to 8 points. It's 39-34 with 1:05 left to go. We'll burn some clock here. See if I could play for the last shot. Clayton just taking his time with 48 seconds to go. One more burn. We should have the last shot come up. It's going to be Haskins. 17 seconds to go. Out of bounds, and we have run out of time in the first half. Kentucky 39, Vanderbilt 34. I'm going to take a very quick break. I'd be back almost immediately. And welcome back. And before we begin the second half, a few notes. Sorry I wasn't with you Monday nor Tuesday. If you're seeing this on April the 8th. As I had to do a little thinking about a personal issue. I thought it over, and I'm kind of happy with my decision. And if you go to my civilian blog called The Poly Perspective, I've been talking about it a little bit, and I've made a decision as to what I'm going to do in terms of the ongoing problem I've been having. So I will be announcing that come Monday, and it will be all right. Tomorrow I have This Week in RCW, Week 12. We did the live to tape, as they used to say in the old day, match between Nick Bockwinkel and Billy Joyce in the West region for the RCW World Championship. And by the way, I'm also working on a rankings engine to replace the current one. I haven't been happy yet with various ways to rank everybody in the game, so I'm working on a simple rating system that you see in like Basketball Reference and Baseball Reference and Pro Football Reference, and I'm probably won't be ready right away, but I will have that ready in the weeks ahead. Then Friday we will go back to the time travel League of Baseball, do another game. Got to catch up on doing that, and then we will rest up for the weekend and be back with you Monday, the 13th of April. So that's what we have to look forward to come the days ahead, Lord willing, and if my creek doesn't rise. Which some of you have asked me in the past. That saying is from Ted Webb, who was a Tampa Bay radio personality who has passed away a few years back. And he would always say at the end of his sports shows, and he did talk for a little bit, and he would always say, "I'll be back with you, Lord willing, and if the creek doesn't rise." So I think I'm going to play some 2-1-2 zone here. Double check if I am recording. One of these days I got to get that second monitor, but I'm in a camper and I don't have the space, and I have T-Mobile and I don't have the bandwidth to do streams live. So that's kind of where we're at right now. That's where we were at this point last year when my Windows 10, I thought I could update my Windows 10 to a Windows 11 computer, and then it just crashed on me. And I was kind of despondent about that, and I went away for a while. But now we're back. And if you have found me, welcome back. Vanderbilt's going to start the second half with possession, as they lost the tip at the opening of the game. Fosney's double-teamed. Phillips is going to get his 7th rebound for Kentucky. Vanderbilt now playing full court trap man-to-man, trying to put some pressure on Kentucky. Phillips with the board after a Givens miss. His putback is also off the mark. Vosnes is going to yank it down. He's the power forward for Kentucky, Vanderbilt, who has gone 7 for 11. Also 2 for 2 for the field. Keffler in the fast break gets called for a double dribble. Faux pas by the Commodores as they had a 3-on-1 situation, fast break opportunity. We'll go to Johnson playing point guard right now. Over to Lee, baseline, far side. He hits.
James Lee.
And it's 41-34. And a tie-up between Fosnese and Phillips is going to result in a jump ball. Vanderbilt coming in 8-5, Kentucky 7-5. We do not do conference tournaments, by the way. We are going to take the team with the best record in all conferences. And if there wasn't a round robin that was played, we will do a best 2 teams make the playoffs, or multiple teams if there's a multi-way tie. And do that Monday, the Monday after the regular season ended. And then we'll have a 44-team playoff. So Faher got called for the foul, his second and the team's first. Gibbons was fouled. Side out Kentucky with a 7-point lead. Try to get it to Phillips, who's got 13 points already. Now he's got 15.
Mike Phillips.
He is 7 for 11 from the field. 43-34 as Ford misses the running short range jumper. Lee with the rebound, a fast break, but it's 2-on-3, so I'm just going to set it up. Why would you run a fast break when you don't have the numbers? Gibbons from way downtown, air ball. Don't say that too loudly to the fans in Nashville who have come up to Lexington for this game. 2-1-2 zone still by Kentucky. Fosnese, no good. And a board by Gibbons. Johnson from outside, no good. Might slow the game tempo down if we get a lead of 10 or more. Sneed to Keffer. Keffer back to Sneed. His
Sneed.
drive to the basket from short range is good, and it's 43-36. He has 10 points. We'll go to Phillips again. Keffer steals it, And now Vandy with a chance to cut it to 5. They have yet to lead in this game. Ford, yes.
Ford scores.
And a 1 coming as Clayton Tor with the foul. That is his first. And it's the team's first foul of the half. It's watching Space 1999. Best opening theme in television from that era. Watching that last night. 43-40. Martin Landau and Barbara Bain. Givens from outside. No good. Fosnies is going to be called for an over-the-back foul. That is number 3 on Fosnies, and he is going to stay in. Vanderbilt coaching staff thinking no risk it, no biscuit. And we have a jump ball coming up here. Kentucky has not scored in the last 2 minutes, 15 seconds, so Kentucky is now only leading by 3. Faher winning the tip for Vanderbilt. We got the Masters coming up this week. Who do you like in the Masters? Tiger Woods will not be there for reasons that have been widely distributed in the press. Faher has cut it to a 1-point game. Phillips, yes.
Mike Phillips.
Ending a Vanderbilt run, 45-42. Kentucky up a football field goal. Lee has been called for the foul, his third. They're going to leave him in. Fosnies to Faher. His outside jumper is no good. And Johnson has it for Kentucky. It's 2-on-2. I'm going to go with the fast break because Givens is highly rated on the fast break. He drives, he scores.
Jack Givens.
And that's going to put the lead back up to 5, 47-42. Fosnies is fouled by Phillips. A couple of the big uglies, as Keith Jackson would say, calling college football. Second personal for Phillips and the third team foul. 47-42. Keffer to Faher. Faher. Good from top of the key. The top of the key. That is 10 now for Faher. We got 3 players in double digits now for Vandy. 47-44. A turnover, and that's going to result in another basket for Vanderbilt to make it 47-46. Givens double teamed, but he makes the jumper.
Jack Givens.
In traffic, and it's 49-46. 14-10 left. Keffer is blocked by Lee. A steal, and here goes Larry Johnson.
Larry Johnson.
49-46. No, I'll take that back. 51-46. I missed the uptick there. And Fosnies goes to 20 points on that basket. And it's 51-48. Change the strategy and go back to man-to-man. Man-to-man! Rebounds are about the same. I think we'll just go strong on the boards. Trying to change that. Reggie Warford from outside is going to miss. Both teams shooting about similarly from the field. Kentucky 467, Kentucky at 468, Vanderbilt's 467. My fault. And Keffer has cut it to a 1-point game again. 51-50. This is tight. Warford, another miss from outside. And Keffer is called for the over the top. That is his third. Each team with 3 team fouls with 12:40 left in the money half, the second half. Try to Lee here. Vanderbilt in a 3-2. They're playing a half-court press. Another miss by Warford. Brick City for him, as he is now 0 for 4. And Vanderbilt is now going to be looking for their first lead. And Ford hits. The animation was not correct there, as that looked like it was an outside jumper. It looked like that was a shot from like Jerry West in that game in the 1970 NBA Finals. So Vandy with the first lead of the game. Kentucky will call timeout. 52-51 Commodores. Now on a roll. They have the first lead of the game. Kentucky's had a lead at one point up to 9. Now Vandy going to a 2-1-2. Go to Lee, working Fosnies. And Fosnies has now picked up foul number 4, and he's going to have to sit. It might turn things Kentucky's way. Moore is going to come in for him for the Commodores. 52-51. Kentucky now trailing by a point. We'll go to Lee. Location, location, location. It's good in real estate, and it's good in basketball, at least till the three-point line came around. 53-52, Kentucky back and leading. Faher is going to hit from the baseline.
Faher scores.
And Gibbons fouled him. That is his second and the team's fourth. So they have the lead for the second time in this game. It is 54-53, and if Faher can hit this free throw, the lead will be up to 2, and there you go.
Faher made the free throw.
We have not had an overtime game yet in this series. I had a few when I did the 75-76 NBA replay. Roby with it. Good shooter. Let's give him a chance. Another basket for Roby. 8 points for Roby. He's been scoring his points at the free throw line mostly. Forward no good. A rebound by Sneed, the Vandy center, and it's out of bounds. It's going to go back to the Wildcats. We have a tie score at 55 with 11:14 to play. Roby. Too strong, and the rebound's going to go to Faher, his third. Double nickels on the scoreboard. It's Phillips. Crane gets called for the foul, his first, and the ball will go back to Kentucky. We're going to give Phillips a rest. We're going to put Hall in. Try to get Phillips in there for the remaining 8-9 minutes. If we go to Johnson, he's open. A drive down the lane, and a foul committed by Johnson. Offensive. That is his third. Kentucky with 2 players with 3 fouls, Johnson and Lee. We have Fosnies with 4 fouls, and we have Keffer at 3 fouls for Vanderbilt. Still tied at 55. Crane from outside, yes. Crane. Kentucky is now trailing again by 2. Biggest lead that Vanderbilt has had. That it ties it with 2 points. Roby, Johnson, Moore picks up his second. That's the team's 6th. Half-court trap being deployed by Vanderbilt, and a 2-1-2. Hall with it. A steal by Keffer, and now Vandy could extend the lead to 4. Faher misses the fast break, and a rebound by Johnson. And Kentucky now, as we reach the halfway point of the second half, and now have gone past it, try to retie the game. Let's go to Goose. A foul by Moore, giving Gibbons the 1+1. Sneed back in at power forward, not playing center. First free throw is good for Gibbons.
Hit the free throw.
And you wonder if this shifts the pendulum back to Kentucky now that they are going to have 9 minutes and 41 seconds with bonus free throws. Oh, that was a wounded duck. And a rebound for Sneed, and Kentucky still trailing by a point. Hall is going to get the rebound for Kentucky, as they still trail by 1. It is Gibbons rising and firing. He misses. The ball goes out of bounds. He's only 6 of 19 from the field. Surprisingly off game for Goose. Now Vanderbilt whiffed the ball, leading by 1. Ford, too strong with that 15-footer. Roby with the rebound. They're going to go fast break. Computer's calling that. Out of bounds. Vanderbilt ball. 57-56. Bayer, baseline, nearest to us. And a foul by Johnson, his 4th and the team's 6th. So there's your first player to 4 fouls for Kentucky. A very tight game right now, 57-56. You just kind of wonder how long before Vanderbilt gets some separation. As Crane makes that basket, and that gives him 4 points. 59-56. 2 timeouts for Kentucky. I don't want to call one yet. But I'm going to go up tempo a little bit. We'll go to Rick Roby. He's going to try one from outside. No good. Gets his own rebound. Put back. We'll score. 10
Roby.
points for Roby, and it's 59-58. Miss for Vanderbilt by Ford goes into the hands of Roby, and now Kentucky can take the lead with a made basket. Gibbons following up after a Roby miss. Going to have him pass. Try to set up some of the other players. Gibbons, baseline farthest to us. Timeout as Vanderbilt had him under pressure. 59-58. Kentucky's only got 1 timeout left. There's 7:49 to go. Holland, baseline nearest to us, about 20 feet out. Roby with the outside jumper is not going to fall. Rebound for Crane. Roby now 3 of 9 from the field. And the fast break chance. Faher is going to miss from point blank and rebounds to Holland for Kentucky. 7:36 left. Kentucky at one point had a tight lead, but the game has gotten tighter. Vanderbilt 7 of 8 from the free throw.
Rick Roby.
Stripe as Roby has his points 11 and 12. Kentucky leading by 1 point. Ford, yes.
Ford
and
scores.
a foul on Holland. It's going to put Vanderbilt in the bonus. That is Holland's first. 61-60. Vanderbilt. Ford.
Ford J made the free throw.
As that free throw got some long distance mileage. And it's 62-60. Gibbons ties it.
Jack Gibbons.
It's actually Crane that was called for the goaltend, but that will be credited to Gibbons, who now has 15 points. 20 field goal attempts, but only 15 points to show for it. Kind of Michael Jordan numbers in the salad days of the Chicago Bulls back in the 80s, before they started winning titles. Faher is going to be fouled by Gibbons. Speak of the devil, that is his third. And Faher with a 1-and-1 free throw opportunity. Here comes the first. It's a hit, and it's 63-62. Vandy has only missed one free throw the whole game. 9 of 10 now. And they hit the second.
Fettler made the free throw.
64-62. Field goal percentages still about even. Vandy with a slight edge, 466 to 450. Phillips with it, and that's going to squirt out of bounds. Half-court pressure forcing that turnover. Speaking of which, I'm going to try a half-court press. See if we can get the ball back. Play as the home team. Lead is 2 for Vanderbilt. A block by Lee. But Vandy keeps it and scores.
More.
Biggest lead of the game for Vandy. They're now up 4. 66-62. It's Warford. And another steal by Moore. Oh my goodness, Vandy is just pouring it on as we go under 6 minutes. Keffer. Yes!
Keffer.
And it's 68-62. We'll go to Reggie Warford here. He's going to take a shot from Paducah, and it's going to be missed and blocked by Moore, and Vandy's got it back. Landed all out of bounds, which is a saving grace for the Wildcats, who now trail by 6. Thompson, Lowenthal, Page, Fosnies, and Sneed all coming in for Vandy, a fresh 5. I'm going to cough here a moment, folks, so just bear with me. Johnson in for Holland. Remember, Johnson has 4 fouls. We have Fosnies at 4. And Lowenthal is seeing his first action this game. With 5:28 left, let's look to Warford. Just in front of the top of the key, his field goal is good. Breaking off an 0 for 5 slump. 68-64. Here comes the half-court press by Kentucky and a steal by Phillips. 3-on-2 fast break. Yes, please. Get it to Gibbons. Gibbons is going to miss, but a foul by Jay Lowenthal gives Gibbons 3 to make 2, and now Kentucky can cut it to 2 points. First one is good.
Gibbons hit the free throw.
68-65. So as has been the case in our college basketball 75-76 series, if the game yangs in the first half, it usually yangs back in the second. Gibbons is going to miss the second, but he gets one more, which he hits. 68-66. Under 5 to play. Half-court press. Let's see if it will get another turnover here. Sneed. Yes.
Sneed.
Go to 12 points. He is 6 of 10 from the field. And it's 70-66. Mike Phillips, who's got 17. He's been quiet in the second half. He misses. A little too strong. A foul by Sneed. And it's 3 to make 2 again for Kentucky. But Phillips is only a .590 free throw shooter, so this is problematic for the Wildcards. For
Phillips
the Wildcats.
Made the free throw.
First free throw is good. That's 18 now for Phillips. He is 2 from the line. Now he gets his third free throw try, which he hits.
Phillips made the free throw.
70-68. Sneed. 72-68. Kentucky back up by 4. Their biggest lead is now 6. Warford is going to try that outside shot. He's 2 for 2.
Warford.
2 in his last 2 shots. Givens with assist number 5, and it's 72-70. Very tight game. They're out of bounds. That's a pressure turnover. We're going to put Haskins in the game, give Givens a chance to rest for the final countdown. We're going to switch to a half-court press. We're going to play a 3-2 zone. We're going to go back to a normal pace. Phillips with it up close. Can he tie it? A push-off gives Phillips his third foul. And Givens is coming back in to play small forward, even though he really didn't get a rest. 3:29 left. Bosnies missing. The rebound by Givens. His 6th board. He'll try a dribble drive. But he's going to shoot from outside, and it's going to be off the mark. Rebound by Lee of Kentucky. Pass back to Warford to set up the offense once again. It goes to Gibbons. He's baseline far. No. Sneed gets his 12th rebound. He's the leading rebounder of the game. Phillips has 9 for Kentucky to lead them. A 3-on-2 fast break and a foul by Gibbons, giving him number 4. I'm going to try again to put Haskins in. Bosnies with a 1-and-1. He's got 20 points. He had a very strong first half as well.
Bosnies made the free throw.
It's 73-70 after that first free throw falls. 2:56 to go. Second free throw is off the mark. Gibbons is going to rebound, and now Kentucky down 2 possessions. Because remember, we don't have a shot clock and we don't have the three-point rule. That would come a little later in the history of college basketball. Gibbons is open, but he cannot hit right now. He is 7 of 22. And Vanderbilt a chance to get the dagger a little closer to the flesh of the Wildcats. But Bosnies is going to miss a jumper. It's a fast break opportunity the other way for Kentucky. It's going to go to Lee, to Warford. Oh, my goodness. Turnover, and the ball is going to go back to Vanderbilt. I'm going to call my last timeout. Again to try to put Haskins in. My timeout focus is defense. And a turnover right away. Kentucky's got the ball. Gibbons comes back in. He's still fatiguing, and the computer will not let him get a rest. We'll look to Warford. With the score 73-70 Vandy. He misses. The rebound's going to go to Faher. And Vandy closing in on an upset win here at Rupp Arena. With the score 73-70. Out of bounds. It's going back to Kentucky. Vandy has only missed 2 free throws. They are 11 for 13. Remember what we were saying at the open, that free throw efficiency was going to be key, and it has been exactly that for the Commodores. We're going to look for Lee here. He gets the basket, all nylon, and it's a 1-point game with 1:02 to go. Kentucky's going to stay in that 3-2 zone and play a half-court trap. 56 seconds to go. A foul on Warford, his third. 1-and-1 time for Keffer. The first free throw is no good. Oh, it is good. It bounced around the rim and fell. Both teams in the bonus at 74-72. The second one here is key, and he gets it.
Keffer hit the free throw.
With 2 very big free throws. His only 2 attempts of the game. He is at 8 points. And it's 75-72. Kentucky is going to need some quick baskets. At the computer call play, it's Gibbons. He hits.
Jack Gibbons.
19 for the Goose, and it's 75-74. No timeouts left for Kentucky. So you got to wonder. That'll be a factor. Vandy pushing it up into the forecourt. It's Thompson with it to Moore, and a steal by Lee. Fast break chance. We're going to take it. Gibbons. Oh, another turnover on the fast break, and it's Vanderbilt ball. Ford's going to come in back in and play shooting guard for Vandy. And a foul by Phillips, his 4th. So Sneed with a 1-and-1. And 36 seconds to go. Sneed coming in, 7 of 11. That's going to rattle
Sneed made the
around
free
and
throw.
go. Actually, I take that back. That is his field goal shooting. That was his first free throw attempt, which falls. Here's the second one. It's a critical one. It's going to go.
Sneed made the free throw.
77-74. Now Vandy coming out playing a full court trap. They're looking for the kill shot. Johnson, and a foul by Ford with no time left. Johnson's going to make the... No, he cannot make that first free throw. It was inconsequential. Vanderbilt has won.
The final score, Vanderbilt 77, Kentucky 74. Vanderbilt was led by Fosnes with 21 points, Sneed with 16 points, 12 rebounds. Kentucky was led by.
So there you have it, folks, a 77-74 win for the Commodores at Rupp Arena. Don't know for sure what game we'll be doing on January 24th. If it could be Notre Dame UCLA, because Notre Dame right now is number 2 in the power rankings. We don't use sports writers. We use science for these evaluations. So it could be Notre Dame UCLA. It could also be Minnesota Indiana, depending on how well the Golden Gophers keep doing. They're still undefeated at this point in the simulation. Hope you enjoyed today's game. We'll be back with This Week at RCW tomorrow, Thursday, April 9th, if you're seeing this on April the 8th. This has been Big Paulie. Go check out Box Scores from the Basement, Mark Unger's great new channel, tonight at 8 o'clock. Looks like they're going to do another Action PC Baseball live stream. Ron Juckett and Mark Unger and Daniel Evenson and a host of others will be with you at 8 o'clock Eastern Time if you were watching this prior to 8 o'clock on April the 8th, 2026. Hope you all had a good Easter. Godspeed. God bless. We'll do it all again, hopefully real soon. Bye-bye for now, everybody.